yeah, we did quite a few things together, right? Like at
Yes,
the studio.
I worked with your partner
Polaroid.
a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Polaroids, photography.
Yeah. And then come and choose which picture you want. Yeah. Then on. But a lot of young people, I guess, even millennials who are not actually that young, they don't know the concept of magazine. Like straight off the bat, just everything online. Yeah. So to them, it's a very Jurassic, very ancient craft.
I guess maybe they were exposed to devices too early in their lives. When my daughter was young, she didn't get the hands-on devices very early. Even if she got, it was like 10 minutes, like maximum 10 minutes. No, so the exposure is quite low. But we would buy magazines for her, like the kids magazines.
So cute.
Like
teens.
Yeah,
teens,
or like
17. Did she read 17? Oh, for
I
kids.
don't know. Yeah, magazines for kids. So there's coloring.
I'm not familiar. Okay.
There's jigsaw puzzle, or there's like stuff to do, or Monster High magazines.
Okay.
Like she will wait, like go to 7-Eleven and say, "Oh, is the Monster High magazine out?" And she'll read.
So cute.
She was really into magazines, and actually up to now, she's not. Even social media, she's not very big on social media. She's like an 80s kid,
So cute. She's like Gen X.
Yeah. So even the music she listens to, very Gen X.
It's how you formed her. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I guess it's exposure, right? If we are exposed to devices early, then we have no clue what a magazine is, how it works. Like, why would I even read this thing?
Yeah. Yeah. Correct. Like magazine, you mean the weapons M16 magazine? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I worked through even more ancient times. When I first started out in female, we didn't even have like, I don't know, I remember seeing the art director cutting out our text and then pasting on this board and then sending it out for
color proofing.
Yeah. Like, I still remember my first few years were like that. Yeah. Then of course later on it was just like everything was sent from the computer. Yeah. And we just drop our stories in folders. Yeah.
I think when you started working as a writer was the time when I was still in graphic design.
Yeah.
So the timing was very similar. So the cut and paste, oh my God.
Yes, cut and paste, literally, not computer cut and paste. Yeah. And then the blue pencil they had to use for proofreading, like when we mark a mistake, right? Yeah. Then they have to cut the word out, then paste the new word. My gosh, and they all had these tables like architects, draftsmen's table.
And then it has to be lighted as well.
Yes.
To spot everything.
High chairs and those are the days.
I know.
And Polaroids. We always had test shots on Polaroids.
Yes, very fun. I remember when, we did quite a few things together, right? Like at the studio.
I worked with your partner a lot.
Yeah, Polaroids, photography.
Yeah. And then come and choose which picture you want. Yeah. Then all the contact sheet will come with, then you go to the light box and look. Yeah. Then you mark. Okay, these ones. Yeah.
Yeah. Everything was so time consuming. Yeah. You think about it now compared to now, right? Like everything has been manually done and you have to physically get to a place to check things. Like you have to check the color separation, the color proofs. You have to check. You have to really have to travel all the way.
Yeah. Actually, they still do that, to check the final the final book. Yeah. The art director in charge of that title would travel all the way very, very far to Jurong or something. I've never been, but they always make a day of it because they say, oh my gosh, then you sit there and you just wait. And there's a DVD player or something, you can watch movies. hilarious. I'm like, oh my gosh, so fun. You have to bring us. Then they're like, fun. It's not fun going there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they
Okay.
still do that. Yeah, because it's not the same. The
Yeah.
tone will not be the same.
Yeah, especially if it is a magazine that needs to be printed, right?
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So what would you tell a young person, if they want to go into uh fashion or be a writer? Do we still call it publication? I guess we still call it.
Yeah.
So, what advice would you give to them? Is it, it's so different. Like, how would they go into this industry even?
Okay. I feel that the fundamentals are still important.
Mm,
Whether you write for social media, website, or print,
yeah,
you have to have good uh, language and writing skills, or at least have a good sense
yeah,
for news. Yeah. And even though it's not current affairs or hard news, fashion, there is still news.
yeah,
There's news and there's so what?
yeah.
You know what I mean? So you have to also learn on the job how to spot news point.
Mm,
Yeah. So I think your fundamentals, your language is, I mean, people can't teach you how to write. And it's very frustrating. I speak from experience. Of course, you do get, when you have good supervisors, you get better and better. Yeah. Like I feel like I've learned so much in the last 30 years, and I was still learning. I felt like even towards the end, even though I wasn't writing, yeah. If you have people who can edit your work to show you how it can sound better, you really learn. But you must apply.
yeah.
When you apply, then you will um, evolve as well your writing.
Mm,
But I think there has to be a certain baseline. If you don't have that baseline, it's very
yeah,
frustrating for the people who have to edit your work.
yeah.
Yeah. So if you don't feel you have that, okay, some people say it's okay, you can be a news gatherer. You can still have a great nose for news and be a great interviewer. Your ghostwriter, sub editor, copy editor can still package it really beautifully for you. Some
Mm,
people believe in that, but
mm,
I feel no. I feel the copy editor's job is to make something good even better, not something terrible decent.
yeah,
Yeah, because then your standards are really below par.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Then what's the point of having
Correct.
this
Correct.
person on? Yeah.
Yeah. So fundamentals, language, nose for news, being able to pick up news points. I think you have to be very thick-skinned, shameless in a way, to be bold, to ask questions,
Yeah.
important questions that may be difficult to ask,
Yeah.
even in a crowd at a press conference with all your
Mhm.
competitors like sitting there. Yeah, yeah. I think for new journalists, that can always be very scary.
Okay.
Yeah. And even like if you have a one-on-one, don't be afraid to ask. As long as it's not something that puts that person down or makes that person uh uncomfortable or reveal something that's personal, which has no bearing in the story. Yeah, I think you shouldn't back down from a good story. Yeah.
Your most memorable interview.
My most memorable. I actually interviewed this guru. Like she's literally a guru. I don't know if she's still alive. She was very elderly. By the time I interviewed her, she was maybe in her 70s. And this was 20 years ago, maybe. Yeah. So she's probably not around anymore. She was a guru, um, like a meditation guru, a life guru. Yeah. So I also don't know how I came to interview her now. I can't remember the reason why, but somehow her name was given to me as a newsmaker. I think she was visiting Singapore to give a certain talk or a retreat or something to some people. Yeah. Some stressed out executives or something. Yeah. And I remember how serene she was and
Mm.
how grounded she was. Yeah. And even though never really practiced any of the things that she shared with me about, what she teaches other people and how she lives her life. I just could tell she was different from my usual newsmakers. Yeah. That she was not interested in the wonderful things in this world, but, she was of a different realm. Like she had her foot in a different realm. Yeah. And then, and that was where the peace was. Yeah. Not chasing, money, power, fame, acceptance. Yeah. Yeah. But for the life of me, I cannot remember her name, but I remember that her job, I wouldn't say job title, but she was referred to as a guru.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I've spoken to celebrities, and for me, they were memorable not because they were celebrities, but because of what they shared with me. Like, okay, I spoke to Beyoncé. She collaborated with Tommy Hilfiger to launch a perfume. So I was flown up to New York to interview her. And of course, I had to talk a bit about the perfume, which is like the boring part, right? Then, of course, I asked her about her life. And she said, I remember she told me the most difficult thing about like being on the road, like on concerts, on tours, and just working, not being in her home city, which is Houston, is missing her mother's cooking. Yeah, and I thought that made her so human, There she is, glamazon, so beautiful, so talented, so rich. Like, thanks for your mom's cooking, you know what I mean? But yeah, and she said, I really miss my mom's soul food, the Texan soul food that she would make. And yeah, when I go home, that's what I look forward to. Yeah.
Nice.
So these are the little things that shine for me, in interviews. And then one time I went also to New York, and we were invited to the Lauder's residence, Estee Lauder. So she started the company, right? So of course by then she was gone. So her son Leonard Lauder had taken over as CEO, and the wife Evelyn, they worked very closely to continue the legacy of Estee Lauder. And they invited us to their Park Avenue apartment, a big group of us, Singapore journalists. And we were like, this is surreal. We're in the Lauder's Avenue apartment. Like, we were like touching all the things, like, oh my gosh, the tap and everything. Sitting in their living room, talking to them, like as if, hey, it's Chinese New Year, we've come to visit. Like nothing,
Yeah.
I was surreal. Yeah. I had to like pinch myself. And then after that, we had dinner with them in their apartment, in their dining room. And we even had a soup that was Evelyn Lauder's recipe, her own personal recipe. Yeah. And guess who sat next to me? Bobby Brown. As in not the singer, but the makeup artist. Bobby Brown was next to me. And Bobby Brown's husband was beside. So I was sandwiched between them. And they were like the loveliest people. It's like, this is so amazing. I mean, I felt so blessed to have that experience. I mean, money cannot buy that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we were not paid a lot, but these were the things that we were paid in experiences. I always feel that in magazine publishing, you're paid a lot in experiences. Yeah. And it's just priceless, and it just stays in your memory. And sometimes I feel that that reminds you to be grounded, like, not to get carried away. Yeah. But it's still very special, to experience all these things.
Of course. Yeah. I like your perspective on ChatGPT and how that is impacting young writers. What do you think?
By the time I left, there was still no ChatGPT that we knew of. I'm an occasional freelancer, so I don't really know what the officers are doing with ChatGPT, but I have no doubt that it is used in everything. And I think it's fine as long as you use it for research and to give you maybe a skeleton, a suggested skeleton for your angle. It's just an easier way to do research.
Yeah.
It's just an evolution. Like back when I had to go to the library to go and zap books on sun care. Can you imagine? Then later on, you can Google. Okay, that's already, I mean, people can say that, hey, isn't that cheating? No, I Google, I might get other articles that other people have written. So is that wrong to get information from there? Yeah. So ChatGPT to me is the same. Yeah, it's just that it can do more specific tasks for you, right? Yeah. But I think it's fine for research.
Yeah, it's a powerful tool.
Yeah.
Because it collects information, right, from all sources.
Everybody, yes.
And puts it together. And if you want a like a cleaner perspective, you can keep asking it to give you a cleaner perspective.
More refined, right? Yes,
and
yes,
it
very
does
targeted.
it, and then it helps. It helps a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, there are also a lot of people who are against ChatGPT. So I was just curious about, I mean, you as a writer, I mean, what's your perspective on it? Yeah.
Like they feel like it's plagiarism in a way. I think you still have to interview the people you need to interview.
Yeah.
You still need to get points of view that ChatGPT can't give you. And your own point of view. ChatGPT can't give you your point of view.
Exactly.
Yeah, and if you disagree with what ChatGPT says about this thing, then you can't. It's unconscionable for you to use that, right? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Any you mentioned in our conversation the last time that you wrote something about.
I wrote an essay about my life in publishing, in fashion publishing, and it was published in this book. It's called The Stories Women Journalists Tell.
Okay.
Yeah, is it upside down?
No, it's
the right side up.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
So my Rita Lee was a former colleague and a friend now. So Penguin, I think she approached Penguin or the other way around, I can't remember, to put together an anthology of short essays from women journalists about their experiences in being a reporter, a writer. Yeah. So that, like I told you, there were different stories from people who had to face protests, cover protests, and get tear gas, thrown at them. People who went into jungles, in the jungles of Borneo to do I don't know what. Yeah. Some weird travel stories, some extreme sport travel story. Yeah. So mine was about how surreal magazine publishing can be. Like I said, one day you are having dinner in Leonard Lauder's dining room, tasting his wife's special chicken soup. And the next day you are back in Singapore lining up for your lunch in the office canteen. Yeah, it's just weird. And then that evening you may have to get dressed for a ball to sip champagne with Calvin Klein, who's in town or whatever. Yeah. It's a very mixed up, surreal life in that way, but very, very interesting. I never expected it to be like that. I thought I would just sit at my desk and write stories, maybe go out and interview people, come back and write stories. I never thought that I would see the world. Yeah. So it gave me the chance to see the world, to meet people from all over the world. People who came, people whom I traveled to go and meet, places that I never thought I would go. Food. I mean, food is very trendy too, right? So we always got to taste the latest type of food, cuisine, different restaurants that are open. Yeah, it's like sometimes people ask me, it's a wonder you all didn't become alcoholics because champagne is always served at every event, right? And I don't drink. Yeah. So I always think like you're so weird. How did you manage? But you manage. The beauty of it is you can still be yourself.
Yeah.
But you just have to be ready to experience these things that are not part of your everyday life. Yeah.
I'm, thinking in my mind now, it would have been so interesting, throughout your entire career if you tracked it using TikTok, right? And
Oh,
right?
I wish.
Yeah, it would be so like,
I
what?
know.
You're having lunch
Yeah.
here, or
I
you're at
know.
this event, and then you're buying nasi
High
lemak.
fun. Yeah. Nasi padang. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like auntie no rice, so weird. And then before that, you were having truffles or something, caviar. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is true. It is true. And Fashion Week. Yeah, that was a big
Mm,
part of our life.
yeah.
So every year, spring, summer, autumn, winter, so twice a year, we would go to Paris, Milan, to cover the shows. Yeah, we didn't do London and New York, only the European shows, because most of our advertisers were from the brands were from those countries. Yeah, and it was surreal. It was again another surreal, weird experience. You're sitting like within arm's length of Anna Wintour. Like, hey, she's not a unicorn, no, she really exists. And she really looks like that. And she really wears the dark glasses throughout the shows and, and she will just, she's always the last to arrive. Everyone's like all like seated, those no seats all jostling behind. And the show will not start until Anna arrives.
Really?
And it's not an urban legend. It is true. I've witnessed it. So we'll just
I thought
wait.
she just retired
Yes. Yeah.
today.
Yeah. I know. Yes. So there's quite a lot of news on her.
Yeah.
So we were always waiting. Okay, when you go for these shows, there's a lot of waiting. Waiting to go in. You go in, you're waiting for the show to start. And then if Anna's coming for the show, because if it's a big show, she will come, then the show hasn't started because she hasn't arrived. And then you will see suddenly this tiny figure will she'll come in, she'll walk very briskly, and then she'll sit down. Then a few minutes later, the show will start.
Wow.
I think they had all these Japanese journalists, very cute lah. They love to take photos, right? So they will sit next to her, like pose next to her as if she's some sculpture or whatever. And it's not like, okay, we pose together, we do something fun. She's just sitting there with her dark glasses, like looking very indifferent. And they just like try and inch, sit very close to her, and then okay, quick, take the photo.
Wow.
Like she'll just be
she's like exhibit.
Yes, it's hilarious. Like then we would look and then we would laugh from wherever we are. It's like, oh my god, these Japanese journalists, so embarrassing. Like, why do you do things like that?
So funny.
Like, I'm surprised she didn't like shoo them away or whatever. Yeah.
So what about your chapter? Like what I mean, you were sharing about your experiences, and is there a line or a paragraph that you want to share with us?
Sure. Okay, I titled it Of Grit and Glamour. Because people think that it's easy. They think, oh, what's so difficult about drinking champagne, going for events. But on top of that, you have to really stalk. You have to go out and get your stories. You have to write it. Depending on what role you do, you have to edit it. Pictures need to be taken. Spreads need to be styled. Clothes need to be borrowed. Makeup you can imagine, it's a production number, and there's a very strict schedule. You cannot be late. If you're late, you lose money. Your competitors are gonna be bought before you. Once people buy one, they're not gonna buy the other. Yeah. So it is really gritty. Yeah. So I guess I was coming from the angle where people don't realize how much hard work goes into magazine publishing, and that you have to be both a workhorse and a clothes horse as well. Yeah, because you need to embrace all these beautiful things. Yeah, you cannot say, no, I don't like clothes. I don't like hairdos, like makeup. I'm sorry, then you will not thrive. You will not last. You have to enjoy them and love them and be passionate about them so that you can talk about them in a way that is believable and that is authentic, that people will find, exciting. Yeah. So it's grit and it's glamour as well. Yeah. So like I wrote in one of the paragraphs that there are times where I'm proofreading, slouch over my desk in a ball gown outfit, because after this I have to rush to a event. Yeah. Or because the deadline is so tight, this article needs to be sent out and my art director is waiting for me in the office. So after my event, I have to come back, sit at my desk in this ridiculous get up and proofread. Yeah. It's like very chum, People think, oh, so fun, get dressed up, look beautiful, go and get free gifts, doll gifts, eat good food, go home and sleep. No. Many times we came back and we worked till late to send out the publication. Yeah, so that was the life. Yeah. Okay. It's like living a double life. Yeah. If you've ever lived a double life, you will know what I mean. It's a little bit like being Superman and Clark Kent. You push yourself to perform and embrace the glamour, the glitz, like a dressage show horse. And then, after work hours, you look forward to immersing yourself in the bliss of blending in to being an ordinary, inconspicuous, stable horse. You start to enjoy both sides of your double life, and blessedly, the two lives also start to balance each other out. It's a good trade-off. So when life gets a bit boring, you know you'll be okay because something at work is going to be weird. Yeah. So there's always some excitement being injected into your life. Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing.
Yeah, no problem.
I think it will be, people who have been curious, or people who are curious about publishing and what it's like, and and I think the part you shared about the transition, right, from paper to digital, such an important part of.
I'm so glad I lived through that. I worked through that because it is actually a harder job now for all the editors. They have to balance all the platforms. So they are multi-platform content creators now.
Wow.
Yeah.
From Facebook, Instagram.
Correct.
So competitive.
It is.
Everybody wants that few seconds of watch time.
Yes. And I still feel that, I don't know, maybe I'm not consuming the right things, but I have yet to see all these so-called magazine staples, these titles, produce short videos that make me want to watch or make me want to follow them. I have not. Yeah. I think they're still stuck in that we present it that way thing, and it doesn't work. It's not getting the engagement.
As you say, it's a sunset industry, but it's interesting to see how they pivot and go on from there. Well, thank you so much.
No, thank you for letting me talk about this.
It's been really enjoyable listening.
Yeah? Okay.
I really enjoyed it. So this is Shamla signing off, and I hope you guys enjoyed this sharing from Susanah as she talked about her life as a group editor. So if anyone has thoughts about this or you have questions, please put them in the comment below, and Susanah will be able to respond, or somebody will respond at least.
Yes.
So this is Shamla signing out.
And this is Susanah. Buy the book if you're interested.
We'll have the title listed below.
Okay, great. And I'm on page 94.
Okay, page 94 in that book. Thank you.
Thank you for your support. Yeah. See you again.
You all.